We are playing the national anthems of different countries who are participating in this 2 days international conference. So likewise, we have Slovenia, the national anthem of Slovenia. Likewise, national anthem of Malaysia. Likewise, the national anthem of our neighboring country, India.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. And finally, the national anthem of Nepal.
थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायो थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचरण वीरहरूका राजकाले ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि संदेशाला बहुल जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति संदेशाला अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Thank you very much. I would like to request you all to be seated on your respective seats. Now, it's time for the welcome remarks. For that, I would like to welcome on the stage the dynamic leader of Uniglobe College, our principal and managing director, Dr. Narbadu Bishta sir, for the welcome remarks.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Respected conference chair, our own academic director, Professor Dr. Radhisyam Pradhan, sir, our very honorable, especially invited chief guest of this international conference, Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal, sir, our very especially invited dignified personality, Registrar of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Deepak Bahadur Bhandari sir, our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Surendra Moore sir, our guest of honor, Dr. Bhupendra Kumar Som, our guest of honor, Dr. Krishna Avatar Goel, our guest of honor, Dr. P. Karthikeyan from Sofar, Tamil Nadu, our guest of honor, Dr. Chotilal Chauhan from Kolkata, our Professor Vijay Anand Saha from Kolkata, our guest of honor, Research Scholar Rekha Verma ma'am, Research Scholar Sudha Bishnoi ma'am, Research Scholar Himanshu Goel sir from India, our very young, dynamic, charming and very creative personality of Uniglobe College, Executive Director Dr. Gangadhar Dal sir, distinguished guests who are in person present in this conference and through the virtual mode from different part of the world, our very respected program directors, coordinators, staff members of Uniglobe College, our invited media personalities, technical team, and dear students, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all of you. At first, on behalf of this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference, I would like to heartily welcome all the foreign dignitaries and the domestic dignitaries in this international conference. As we know that Uniglobe College was established in 2009 and the journey of international conference was started in 2012. After the second conference, first and second conference, we organized in 2 years difference, and later on we decided to organize this international conference every year under the leadership of our very own guardian, Professor Dr. Radhisyam Pradhan sir. This is the 9th international conference organized by Uniglobe College. The theme of this conference is very pertinent and very time relevant, that is innovation and sustainability in business. There will be more than 100 research papers which will be presented in this international conference, including the foreign delegates and our own MBA and BBA level students. The more than 700 participants, including our own BBA and MBA students, are attending this international conference. That means it's a huge number of participation in the context of international conferences organized inside the domestic, in other institutions as well. So, in this conference, we are very indebted to our respected and honorable Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Premnaran Aryal sir, for his contribution and providing his valuable time to be as the chief guest of this inaugural session. We are also equally grateful to Dr. Deepak Bahadur Bhandari sir, Registrar of Pokhara University, who has spared his very valuable time for this international conference as a special guest of honor. And we have the dignitaries from outside country also, and because of the COVID is still going on, so many of the foreign delegates have cancelled their flights, though they are attending this conference virtually through the Zoom platform, and they are also delivering their speeches as well as presenting the papers in our international conference. So I would like to once again welcome all the dignitaries on the dais of the dais. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, respected Principal Sir, Dr. Naurada Bishta Sir, for the welcome remarks. Now, moving further, now it's time to light the Dio. For that, I would like to request the chief guest of today's international conference, Professor Dr. Premnaran Aryal sir, followed by the conference chair of this international conference, respected Professor Dr. Radheshyam Pradhan sir, to light the auspicious Dio of this 9th International Conference. And I would also like to request other dignitaries to support in the process of lighting the Dio for formally inaugurating this 9th International Conference. Sparking Dio is the beginning of the journey. So, from the hand of the chief guest, the respected Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar of Pokhara University, respected Dr. Bhandari Sir, similarly the representative from FIB, our academic partner, Bhupendra Sir, likewise Professor Dr. Surendra Moore Sir, all of them are equally participating in the process of lighting the Dio. And finally, we also have Professor Dr. Karthikeyan and Professor Dr. Goel. I also like to request them to light the Dio. Similarly, as our respected conference chair, Professor Dr. Radheshyam Pradhan sir, is trying to participate our dignitaries in the process of lighting this Dio so that we can have a deeper coordination in the process of organizing this international conference in the coming days as well. So now the journey has started. The 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference has formally started by lighting this Dio. A big round of applause once again. Now it's time to release the conference souvenir. So for that, I would like to request the volunteer team members to provide the conference souvenir, the wrapped conference souvenir, to the dignitaries on the first part of this dais. So this is going to be one of the most important sessions, because after launching this conference souvenir, the 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference is going to start. round of applause. We are about to release the conference souvenir of 9th International Management Conference. The conference souvenir has been finally released. Now you will be getting the conference souvenir in a respective seats as well. So big round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The respected dignitaries on the dais of the dais. Now, moving further, I guess Professor Dr. Cornelia Cashew is on the line. Mohan sir, can you please check it out whether she is still online or not? Okay, as per the information provided by the technical team, Professor Dr. Cornelia Cashew, the Professor of Language and Culture, Department of Burgundy School of Business, Dijon, France, she has already joined us. The guest of honor of today's conference, Professor Dr. Cornelia, is going to have the remarks on this international conference. So may I request the technical team to unmute the mic of Professor Dr. Cornelia Cashew. Warm welcome to Professor Dr. Cornelia Cashew with a big round of applause, everybody. Professor Dr. Cornelia, I think now I am audible to you.
Yes.
Now
yes,
I would like to
yes,
kindly
it's
request
perfect.
you to have your remarks. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Excuse me.
Ma'am, we are providing the co-host options, then only you will be in a position to share. So please wait for a few seconds, ma'am.
Yes.
So once you are created co-host, now you will be in a position to share your slides as well. I think now co-host is created. Now you can share your slides, ma'am. Kindly requesting you to open your video as well. Thank you.
Is this okay like that?
Your slides, oh, now you can press that
You can see-
F5 button so that the slides will be visible clearly. Can you please press that F5 button, ma'am? Or you can press that
You can-
slideshow button also.
You can see that?
Can you please press that slides share button so that it will be properly visible, ma'am? So may I request you to press that slide share button? Or slideshow button as well?
Did it.
Your slide is visible, but all the slides are visible at once. So may I request you to make it one by one by pressing that slideshow button.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, now it's visible, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So happy to be here and to have the opportunity to participate in the conference.
Ma'am, your sound is not properly audible. May I request you to kindly manage your sounds so that we can hear you properly as well? Okay.
I will try.
Your sound is coming, but it's in very small intensity, ma'am. So may I request you to kindly raise your sound?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it better like that? Can you hear me better? No. It's the same. It's the same. It's not better.
Yes, ma'am. Just
It's
before, just before we were listening you properly. So can you please adjust it accordingly?
Is it better
Yes,
now?
yes, yes,
or
ma'am. Yes,
not?
ma'am. Now you can carry on from
Yes.
this mode.
I can
Yes.
start?
Yes, ma'am. It's audible right now, so you can speak from the same distance right now from where you are speaking. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So once again, good morning, and thank you very much for having invited me to this important event. My presentation focuses on the preservation of the background industry in Burgundy-Franche-Comté in France, and on the human dimension of territorial resilience in studying the particular assets of the Association des acteurs du cassis de Bourgogne-Franche-Comté, henceforth referred to as blackcurrant actors, and their commitment to territorial resilience in the face of the impacts of climate change. And the title of my talk is The Human Dimension of Territorial Resilience, an example of the French agricultural sector. And Burgundy-Franche-Comté, we are here in the eastern part of France, and Burgundy-Franche-Comté is one of the largest producers of blackcurrants in France. And with the climate change, the blackcurrant actors struggle for the survival of this industry, but not individually, but as a community. And at the national level, they are assembled in the AFIDEM, and at the local level, the Blackcurrant Actors Association, founded in 2017, is responsible for defending the interests of its members. And the abnormally violent climatic incidents in the last 5 years in Burgundy-Franche-Comté have compromised the successive harvest of blackcurrants, emblematic of the region and a flagship product of the local agri-food economy. And extreme climatic phenomena lead to a reduction or even a loss of harvest, which means that the Burgundy-Franche-Comté region might no longer be suitable for planting blackcurrants in the next future. And it is the survival of the orchards and the sustainability of an entire industry, the blackcurrant liquor is very famous here, that is in danger. The blackcurrant actors are therefore trying to find solutions to reduce the negative impacts of climate change on their crops. Here you can say on the left side, the freeze, and 3 days ago we had again a freeze on the flowers, and we fear that this could be very, very bad. In the middle you have the pests, and on the right side the bacteria on the roots. And the notion of resilience is closely linked to territories and their persistence to climate threats. Farmers and rural communities are on the front line of most climate change in climate disasters worldwide. And climate change has already reduced agricultural production in many parts of the world. For the long-term sustainable development of human populations, it is imperative to identify factors that contribute to the resilience of food systems. And the study was a case study, and the research question is what are the human assets of the blackcurrant actors to build territorial resilience. And I led through 16 structured interviews, and with members of this association, 3 professional groups, producers, processors, and researchers in September 2021. And here they are classified along the professional groups. And I will just present you the results of the and makes them feel affected. The second point, each of the actors contributes to a common passion for the profession. When it's in your blood, in your DNA, it becomes a religion. The third point, through a strong interdependence, need the protection of the community. The collective approach reassures them, gives them hope and visibility for the future. And the fourth and last point, the power of a collective approach. The blackcurrant actors form a unit, and together they are stronger, facing the market and large-scale distribution. The community gives added strength and credibility despite the small size and allows the organization to be more heard by clients and politicians. And here you see once more the tripartite model of producers, researchers, and processors. And it's very important that they work together. And the conclusion, the study's objective was to highlight the human qualities of the background actors for building territorial resilience. It confirms Villa and David's assertion about the importance of the social dimension for territorial resilience and the mobilization of local resources. The present analysis emphasizes furthermore the human dimension as a cornerstone for the success of the association and its undertakings. The article demonstrates that small local associations may have a certain external power when they succeed in creating a strong internal cohesion and solidarity. And this tripartite model of the background actors is an excellent example for territorial resilience, and the close collaboration of different professional groups gives sense to its members as defined by Tish and Galbraith. The article presents a rather positive picture of the association. Nevertheless, it should be noted that not all solutions exist today and that further action will be required. The background actors do not have sufficient means to self-finance the research projects, and without external final support, the scientific research may not continue in the medium or long term. Burgundy has certainly become a forerunner in the field of territorial resilience, but it is still necessary to find and to have a broader vision and seek international cooperation. Thank you very much for your attention, and greetings to
Thank you.
Kathmandu, to Uniglobe.
Thank you very much, Professor.
All the participants.
Thank you very much, Professor Cornelia. Thank you very much for joining us from France. So we'd like to once again give a big salutation for your effort and for your deliberation as well. A big round of applause to the guest of honor of this international conference who has joined us virtually from France, Professor Dr. Cornelia Cashew from Burgundy School of Business, Dijon, France. Thank you very much, ma'am. We'd like to welcome you in person in the upcoming conferences as well. Thank you very much for joining hand in hand from France. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything. Huh?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Now, it's time to have the welcome address from the student representative from MBA 6th trimester. May I request the Suyat Dhiral Rai from MBA 6th trimester to come on the dais for the welcome address.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Continuing the legacy once again with the pride, enthusiasm, endeavor, and triumph. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all the invitees, namaste and warm welcome to 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference 2022. I am absolutely pleased and honored to stand here in front of you all on behalf of all the students of Uniglobe College. Before anything else, on behalf of Uniglobe College, I would like to extend my generous welcome and gratitude to all of you present here for your presence and your participation. Just let you know, each one of your presence is valuable for us. With this note, now I'd like to take this time to express my sincere gratitude to entire Uniglobe College for making this happen once again. Like every single year, we are very fortunate enough to witness this event in 22 as well, and have many delegates and participants. It is indeed a huge event for us, which hold the potential to connect the passionate, the dynamic, prominent, and promising personalities and leaders from all over the globe. It is indeed an event that encourages students like me, who doesn't merely want to keep, but to take and create and on the space in community, nation, and a world of one day. This is an event for a reason, to bring all of us together to see the different things in a similar perspective. It is a celebration that broadens the horizon of students. It is a celebration that brings intellectual, networks, congenial relationship, and harmony all together to create positive impact in the student's life. This is not only an event, but it is an experience that will help us to shape our future in such a way that we always wanted to, with all the exposure that we have got as a Uniglobian, isn't it? Before concluding my speech, I wish all the best for the Uniglobe College to continue the legacy that Uniglobe has created so far and to keep on making the positive impact in students' life. At last, I would like to keep it short to say it again how much you all are welcome and how much we wish you all enjoy today with us. With this, I, Sri Dhirorai, conclude my speech, wishing you all a very big, bright, and a productive day ahead. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Suyod, for your welcome remarks. So, likewise, I would like to welcome on the stage the student representative from MBA Finance, 6th trimester. May I request Kritima Rimal to come on the stage for the welcome remarks. Now, moving further, now I would like to request the student representative from MBA 4th trimester, Subhangi Mishra, to come on the stage for the welcome remarks.
A very warm good morning and namaste to you all. I am Subhangi Mishra from MBA 4th trimester, speaking on the behalf of students pursuing their masters in business administration. And I would like to warmly thank our honorable academic director, Professor Dr. Radhisam Pradhan sir, and the principal of Uniglobe College, Nara Bahadur Bista sir, along with our respected program director, Mr. Ananta Ghimri sir, all the faculties, executive staffs, and the entire Uniglobe management team for giving me the privilege of welcoming and addressing you all. I take immense pleasure in standing in front of the distinguished professionals, academicians, research scholars from different parts of the world, and I proudly welcome you to the 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference on Innovation and Sustainability in Business. Like everyone else, when I first started my journey with Uniglobe College 2 years back, half part of me was all set to make a history, while the other half was anxious regarding how the next 2 years of my life were going to be. But pretty soon, I realized that I had joined the best business school in Nepal, where the main motive hovers around harnessing the creativity and talent of the students and providing them all the support, encouragement, and exposures they need. I once again would like to thank Uniglobe College Management team on the behalf of my fellow classmates for providing us unique and glorious opportunities in all the steps of our academic journey. In a very short period of time, Uniglobe College has successfully created a name for itself, not only in Nepal, but also in a number of places outside Nepal. And we are more than gratified to call ourselves its student. The International Management Conference that we have been organizing every year has itself been a delightful platform for giving, receiving, and sharing knowledge and culture between different delegates from all over the world. A conference that is held every year has itself created a remarkable milestone in Nepal, and we are extremely delighted to be a part of an institution whose name is often associated with awards, recognition, and achievements. It has been a rewarding experience for everyone, and especially students like us, to be able to present our research papers in this elevated platform in such an early age. The conference, which has been inclusive of different events like panel discussion, technical session, and cultural program, is in itself a matter of great interest for all of us, and we'll look forward to the fruitful and successful conclusion of this event. As we move towards the inauguration of 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference, I would like to formally welcome you all to this small paradise, Nepal. I would like to wish you all a pleasurable and a beautiful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, moving further, I would like to welcome on the stage the student representative from BBA 8th semester, Yesu Pandey, for the welcome address.
Namaste and warm good morning to all the respected national and international dignitaries as well as my fellow participants. I, Yeshupane, representing BBA 8th semester, would like to welcome you all to the special occasion of 9th Uniglobe International Conference 2022. It's a fantastic opportunity for all the students and researchers to present their ideas, opinions, synopsis in this platform in front of all the panel of academic professionals. Uniglobe has conducted international research annually and has conducted the annual conference. Even during the pandemic, Uniglobe has held the conference virtually, which was a quite a unique experience. Though the COVID is still ongoing, we are extremely fortunate for this year because the event is happening live. The students are able to present their hard work in this international conference in front of all these experts, national and international dignitaries. This opportunity will allow the student to benefit from the expert opinions and gain exposure to international research experience which will help them to conduct further researches in futures. I would like to take the moment to express our gratitude for our respected academic director, Professor Radheshyam Pradhan sir, Principal Narbahadur Bista sir, and entire management team of Uniglobe for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Uniglobe is a leading academic institute for the field of management in Nepal, which has pioneered on establishing its research department, through which students can research and create a standard research paper and publish the research in their International Journal of Business. Students here in Uniglobe, with the help of well-versed research faculty, are provided with extensive coaching and training through every step of the way. As a student of Uniglobe myself, I confidently confess that we have been continuously gaining lots of knowledge from our professor and also been encouraged to have a creative thinking and problem solver. The experience we have accumulated from Uniglobe will not only be meaningful during exam and gaining a good grades, but also equip us for sustainable skills to prepare for the further and future changes in the world of business. To further support the creative thinking of students of Uniglobe, the Uniglobe has created an incubation center where they have given a platform for all the students to sow and create their ideas into entrepreneur ventures. Well, without taking too much of your precious time, I would like to present a warm welcome to the 9th Uniglobe College International Conference 2022. I would like to leave the stage to Ananta sir, and I hope you are all excited to hear the research paper presented by our fellow presenters. Best of luck and thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Yesu, for the welcome remarks representing bachelor's level students. Now I would like to welcome on the stage because it's time to listen from the guest of honor of today's session. For that, first of all, I would like to welcome on the stage the Professor of Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, Jainaran Bas University, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, Professor Dr. Krishna Goyal sir. As a guest of honor, now we would like to listen the remarks from our respected guest of honor, Professor Dr. Krishna Goyal sir.
Thank you, Professor Ananta. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nepal. All the dignitaries sitting on the dais, Chief guest of today's session, Professor Prem Narayan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University. Similarly, Professor Deepak Bhandari, Registrar of Pokhara University. Chairperson of this conference, Professor R.S. Pradhan Sahab, who make it possible to be here and addressing this audience by me. So thank you, Professor Pradhan, Professor Moore, Professor Som from India, Professor Ananta, Program Director, other dignitaries sitting on the upper layer of the dais, my research scholars, Mrs. Rekha and Mrs. Sudha. I am not familiar with others. If I am taking everyone by name, I may be forgetting one or two. So all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty members, dear students. I'm really overwhelmed with your welcome. Is it yesterday I landed on the land of Nepal, and till this morning I got this other, this fourth time you welcome this. So I salute your good heritage, the rich culture of welcoming outsiders. Creating means making you yours. I'm really feeling at home now. So thank you very much, Pradhan Sahab. I'm thankful to all the organizers of this particular conference for selecting the topic, the theme of the conference, that is innovation and sustainability. This is very pertinent and very relevant nowadays. It has become a debatable issue not only in one platform but throughout the globe. Because, particularly in business, only those businesses can sustain longer who are doing innovations, who are adopting changes, who are changing themselves according to the demand of the market, according to the demand of the time. And those standing at the top position will go behind if they are not changing according to the demand, according to the requirement of the market here. These changes are taking places not only in technology but in many places. I don't have much time, so I will be giving you the indications only what changes are going on and what will be the impact on business and how we can take these challenges, how we can convert these challenges into opportunities. And later on in details, we'll be discussing it during the technical session. I'm chairing one technical session also. So friends, if you see the technology, there are changes in the field of artificial intelligence that changes the life of human beings, that changes the way of working in business, not only in marketing, not only in production, but everywhere, even in research and development, even in planning, even in HR. So if any businessman is not adopting and not, balancing these things, certainly they will be lagging behind. The way of marketing, earlier our marketing managers used to go and have door-to-door survey. Now the things get changed. Social media has taken that place. So if we are not adapting, of course, we won't be in a position to match up and patch up with the changing scenario. So marketing, there are big change. HR, there are big change. Yesterday I took one class and the students were sharing that earlier there was the culture of strikes and lockouts. Now the things has gone. There is only the one strategy of motivation, that is carrot, not the stick. Stick has gone. Who are doing well are getting, the rewards, the promotions, the jump promotions. Professor Dhingre, please give me indication when my time get over. I'll take 2-3 more minutes because the topic is so wide here. We can speak for like, hours and hours on this topic. So I'm coming to the technology, the fintech, financial technology, the way of working in banking sector gets changed. Earlier, to have any transaction, we are supposed to go to the bank counter, even to open an account, even to withdraw money, even to deposit. Now, due to the technology, banks are coming to your doorstep. Not only the doorstep, but on your fingertips. Mouse click, you can do every transaction, whatever you want. So banks are coming, means earlier thirsty goes to whale, now whale is coming to your place here. You can do any type of transactions, you can open account, whatever the services you want. So these robo-advisors are there if you want advising. There are cryptocurrencies, there are P2P, there are, the crowdfunding. There are so many platforms for lending and borrowings on your mouse click here. So these changes are taking places, but they are posing challenges as well also. The unemployment is a big challenge. Now more and more opportunities are opening in the technology field, and less opportunities for employment are available here. So you yourself being an employee, being an entrepreneur and entrepreneur, both you need to make changes and adopt these new technologies or new challenges here. Now due to the artificial intelligence, we are listening like the driverless cars are coming. So of course driverless cars will smoothen our life, is it? But at the same time, the job for drivers will be lacking behind, will be less. And another time, it's creating or it's putting a threat for the passengers and creating opportunities for kidnappers and hackers? Is it you put one destination in your car, driverless car, but hackers can make it possible to at another place and your destination will get changed and you do not know. You want to go to the heaven, but you reach to the hell. So this can also happen. So this technology or innovation is opening opportunities and challenges both. We need to adopt these challenges and how to have this type of technology that we can convert challenges into opportunities. So all students sitting over here are having a challenge, are having an opportunity to go through in these fields, to how adopt technology, to learn technology and use it for ethical purpose and to check the unethical purposes it's happening here. So there are, financial technology and many more changes. We'll be discussing all these during the technical sessions. Before I close, I would like to put on my sincere thanks to Professor Pradhan. I'm second time in Oman. Thank you everyone, each one sitting here for this kind hospitality. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Krishna Goyal, sir, the Professor of Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, for the wonderful deliberation. Yes, definitely the topic that you have dealt is very vague and you have tried to articulate those important things in a very short speech, in a very short span of time. We are in a position to understand the different dynamics of the management as well. Thank you very much, sir, Professor Dr. Krishna Goyal, sir. Once again, big round of applause to our respected guest of honor of today's session, Professor Dr. Krishna Goyal, sir. Now moving forward, we have the speech from another guest of honor of today's international conference. As many of our students, they have visited, though they have already graduated from Uniglobe College, but we have a team of nearly 20 to 30 students who went there, who is very far from Nepal. It took around 3 to 4 days to reach there. It's in Erode, Tamil Nadu, India. Today we have invited the very distinguished guest from School of Management, Kongu Engineering College, Erode, Tamil Nadu, India, Professor Dr. P. Karthikeyan, sir, who has welcomed the students from Uniglobe College in his own college, where our students stayed there for nearly 3 to 4 days, and a very humble and a very warm welcome was given by Professor Dr. Karthikeyan and his team. Our students enjoyed a lot. They always talk about Kongu Engineering College. We have a very coordinated relationship with Kongu Engineering College as well. And as a result of that, Professor Karthikeyan is also here, traveling from Erode to Nepal. It's a very long journey, but he is still here as a guest of honor in this today's international conference. A warm welcome, and I would like to request him to come on the dais for the remarks as well.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Nepal, for your wonderful hospitality. I can't find anywhere in the globe because your principal itself came to airport and welcome and receive us, and many more laurel to your institution. Respected Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, the Registrar of Pokhara University, Honorable Academic Director, Executive Director, Program Directors, Principal of Uniglobe College, and my dear fellow from my own nation. The topic which has chosen for this particular international conference, the 9th International Conference, the innovation and sustainability in business is a need of our. So we are all very lack in compare with more developing countries. We are all in developing countries. Almost 2 decades back, most of the developed countries have achieved the growth, and now they are talking about the sustainability. We want to go more step ahead to reach the level of destination on innovation and sustainability. And sustainability is the key driver of innovation. Sustainability is the key driver of innovation. Almost all the business magazines, including Harvard Business Review, is talk about the sustainability and innovation. I can say there are 3 important the milestones the industries, the business organization want to achieve. One is energy saving. Second one is pollution minimization. And third one is waste recycling. So these three important dimensions all the industries and business want to do. For that, they need a help from the management you. So you are only the student are learning on more on management concept, how this management concept would adapt in the industry. And you also develop entrepreneurship. I hope you are also having the separate incubation center. Your institution is creating more value to the student in terms of building an entrepreneurship skill amongst you. So apart from that, you also develop three important value. One is environmental value, second one is a social value, and third one is a economic value. My dear friends, my dear student friends, so for a businessman, for an employee who is going to work in the well-reputed organization in Nepal, you always want to keep in your mind three important value. One is environmental value, second one is a social value, third one is a economic value. So there are so many technologies are evolving at today's present era. As a management graduates, you want to incorporate lot of learning, not only from the book, but also from the outside learning. I can mention few important value addition you want to learn from: artificial intelligence, big data analytics, industry 4.0, now it is industry 5.0, business intelligence, and data analytics. And apart from that, more statistical techniques. So you all know that the innovation king Apple, Steve Jobs, he's already started, this company has already started the car manufacturing business. They are having more than 75 patents in developing a hybrid car. So my dear friends, let this a small note. I congratulate the entire Uniglobe college for organizing this particular international conference in the 9th consecutive time. It is not a very small task. It is a big task. So it is just like a festival. So I congratulate once again all the Uniglobe family for inviting me and all the foreign delegates to come and share our view on sustainability and innovation. Thank you, all the best.
Thank you very much, Professor Karthikeyan, for your wonderful deliberation on management, education, and dynamics of management. It was really very insightful. Our today's international conference is going to be the live broadcasted from different television houses: Kastamandap Television, Yes Television, A1 Television, and Super Television. 4 different media houses are going to capture the live coverage of this international conference. You can also inform the concerned people to watch the international conference live from these different televisions. Now again, it's time to listen the remarks from the guest of honor, representative from our academic partner, Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, India. I'd like to welcome on the stage Professor Dr. Bhupendra Kumar Shom, Professor of Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, India, for the remarks.
Thank you very much. Dignitaries on the dais, students, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the theme of the conference is concerned, it is very important, and it has been said that innovation is one of the key factors for sustainable businesses. And for the students sitting here, they need to focus on 2 things here. From where this innovation is supposed to come, that is very important for the management graduates to understand. The first and very important part is to embrace the change. I'll put you 3-4 quick examples where people failed to embrace the change, failed to innovate, and couldn't sustain. One of the best examples I could give is Indian hockey team. So we were like leading the world of hockey at a point of time. What happened? The world changed. The hockey went from grass to turf. And our people couldn't innovate. And the Indian hockey team struggled for decades from then on to get that particular spot which they were having in the past. That means The time was changing, the world was changing, the entire game was changing. But I would say the federation or probably the officials, they were adamant to change. They couldn't change, they couldn't innovate with respect to the changing demands of the world. And what happened? They lost their first position of hockey. And we are still struggling to get an Olympic gold. The second is BlackBerry. You see that particular example, 80 million users across the world once Barack Obama was having the BlackBerry. But they were adamant to the change. They couldn't embrace the change. They couldn't innovate with respect to the change of touch technology. And where is BlackBerry now? Everybody can see it. The third big example is Kodak, leading the world in the world of photography. And they themselves launched a digital camera. Probably I'm missing out the year. They themselves launched the digital camera. But they thought, there was a partner company which was offering those particular roles of taking the photographs, and they couldn't compromise with it. They didn't embrace that particular change. They couldn't innovate with respect to the changing world. And where is Kodak now? You can see that. So these certain examples gives you a clear understanding. You are supposed to be foreseeable. Very important part is foreseeable. You're supposed to be foreseeable in the business, the current business. And with respect to the foreseeability, you need to innovate in the particular existing setup so that you can sustain. When Maruti started moving into the rural markets in India, and the companies like Hyundai and CEOs, they started making comments that Maruti is so much terrified with the competition, the global competition, that they are now will not be able to sell the cars in urban market. So that's why they started moving to the rural market. But now you can see, but Maruti was not actually fearing from the competition. They were innovative, they were foreseeable, because the per capita income of rural market of India was coming up like anything, and they could foresee that particular market. They innovated, they started expanding into the rural market before any company could do, and now each and every company in India is trying to make into the rural market, but Maruti has took that edge right in the beginning. Same way they started the women driving schools in India. And again, the same comment means from Volkswagen India, the same comment was there that Maruti now started moving into the driving schools, But if you look into the larger market of India, Maruti has captured the female market like anything. They were foreseeable, once again. They were innovative. That's why they could sustain. Tata Motors, you could see, when they were acquiring Land Rover and Jaguar, there was a lot going on in automobile market. When it has been said that the Jaguar and Land Rover, they are sinking already. I don't know why Tata Motors is taking them up. A lot of critics what was going on in automobile magazines and markets. But look at the Tata market today in India. They took those platforms, they used it, innovated their own cars, and now you see Tata's growth in Indian market. These corporate examples are very, very important for the management graduates. You need to learn from the companies, how they have innovated, how they have embraced the change, how they sustained by innovating the practices. Now, the second most important part is how do you innovate is you just create a need in the market by looking into the environment. The former speaker has already quoted about 3 different aspects when you look into the environmental changes and social changes. So you just need to see what could be the possible need that can be created in the market by innovation, and you can grow. Google Maps, you can see, before Google Maps were not people reaching anywhere, was not word operating, but that need has been created in the market. And look at the dependency and how in every phone the Google Map is actually one of the most important features. You can see the innovation even down to the insurance products. You can innovate the insurance product, bundle it up in such a way that it can sustain a longer duration. I don't know. Probably in financial markets, having innovative tradable securities and sending them to the market. So creating the need is other part. So for management graduates, it's very, very important to understand that from where this innovation comes in. The innovation comes in by by being foreseeable, looking into the changes which are automatically taking place. In research, most of you must have heard about the extraneous variables beyond your control. So there are certain variables which ensure the change in the market, in the society, in the entire environment, in the entire ecosystem. So you are supposed to be foreseeable and you are supposed to be innovative to meet those particular challenges. And second very important part is, are you innovative enough to create a need in the market of your own product? It could be anything. It could be a service product, it could be a manufacturing product or anything. These 2 things can actually if you think in these two particular directions, then you will be very clear and sorted about your innovations which you want to adopt. And the last important part is that once you innovate, then definitely your businesses are going to be sustainable. So please take care of these two things, and I will just recommend all the management graduates to read a lot of innovative practices which companies are doing across the world. Read the corporate cases. They are going to benefit you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Because of the time limitation, we are not in a position to extend our time because there are so many other technical sessions and the plenary sessions as well, so we have to move according to time. So that's why I've requested to shorten the speech as well. So moving further, now I would like to welcome on the stage the Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences, BPS Umman University, Kanpur, Kalan, Haryana, India. As I've already informed you earlier, there were nearly 35 students from Uniglobe College. 2 weeks before, they were there in the international conference organized by WPS Umman University in Haryana, India. Sonipat, you I guess, can you please raise your hand who have been there before? The students who have been there, I can see few hands raising up from the last corners. They were the students who have been there. So big round of applause once again to the guest of honor, the Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences, BPS Umman University, Haryana, India.
Thank you. Very warm good morning. Namaste. I feel obliged by the conference chair, Professor Radhesham Pradhan, Principal Dr. Bahadur Vishta, for giving me opportunity to share my views with you. And the Uniglobe College is consistently organizing conference year by year, and this is the 9th. And probably I am in the fourth time here attending this conference and deliberating my views with you. So the theme of the conference is very apt in the changing scenario, because a business can survive only when it is innovative. I will continue from where Professor Bhupender Swam has left. A venture capitalist, Peter Thiel, says, competition is for losers. Only the company who want to lose, they will compete. The leader will not compete. The leader will find new ways through innovation. The innovation, as you know, I will share some few slides. Innovation means the process of making new idea, invention, or even diffusion of knowledge. And around 84% of the global executive, they believe that innovation is very crucial for the growth of business and also a part of their strategy. So innovation often starts that something that annoys you personally and is relevant for you. Means when one company engages in innovations, it can annoy to some of its employees. They don't want to change, someone change. So only those who want to change, they will be pleased and it will increase their task. So innovation has three components. Invention means conceiving a new idea. Innovation, arranging economic requirements for implementation of invention. And diffusion means copying the discovery or intimate it. So in economics, we have seen that Schumpeter has prompted this idea. It is a new good, new method of production, a new market, new source of raw material, and a new organization in the industry. So that is the innovation. So innovation is based on three tactics in the market. The first is known as configuration, second is offering, and third is aspiration. So configuration stands for profit model, how to make profit, network, how to make networking, structure, how to align the assets, company's assets with their talent, and process, how to achieve the superior method of doing your work. And in offering, the product performance based on feedback, the product system means complementary, supplementary product lines, and in experience-based services, service feedback, service delivery, channels, supply channels, branch management, and customer retention. They are very important for the innovation in the business world.
Can you please come this way?
This way. Okay. Okay, this is the configuration. I have cited few examples. For example, the profit model, the McDonald's. They have the, okay, leave it, sir. I'll do it slide far. Third, next one, next one, okay. Last. Our profit model is the New York Times. The New York Times start initially for printing a newspaper, and then they start serving their customers through digital media. So this is their profit model. They are the first one. Similarly, Google's, you can say 20 plus rules. Google's employees, they have to work on slides, and that leads to the Google News and Gmail and other Google Shoot facilities. And similarly, Henry Ford, he was the innovator. What he did, he created a vertical supply chain of a product. And one example is the process of McDonald's. They are the franchisee, and they have added a egg McMuffin in their breakfast sector. And this now constitutes 25% of their, you can say, total turnover. Please, sir, next one. And then the offering means how the company or a business can create additional utility to improve their product performance. Spotify creating a seamless music, and now they are the brand leaders as compared to their competitor. Similarly, Apple has built an extensive ecosystem. If you have Apple phone, your Apple, you can say MacBook, and Apple other gadgets like TV and many other gadgets, they are in an ecosystem. The product system is there. Next one, sir. Similarly, in experience, in service experience, you can say Amazon is doing Amazon Prime. They are delivering the product free of cost to customers. Patagonia in the brand management, New Presto in the channel, and Mercedes creating the customer management. So these are the innovative practices followed by the leaders. And this is how our product development, radical innovation, process innovation, technological innovation, they can contribute to the growth of a business, and the companies, the businesses who are adopting them, they are the, you can say, superior to their competitors, and they are the leader in the market. Last one. Now, innovation, business and social responsibility. You know, innovation drives growth, and recent academic theory is driving to participate to innovation. Now, the innovation is not only business, it starts from the academics also, in the research also. As business innovation promotes business, you can see the Google, the WhatsApp, the Facebook, and even in the last distress time for 2 years, we have seen a number of innovations in all the fields, all the areas. And some we have social innovation, like in education, community, health. We have process innovation. We have some microfinance innovation for microcredit. We have postal banking, UPI payments, and social entrepreneurship, social development, and social innovation. So these are the strategies which have been adopted by the leaders in the business. And that's why this is the key of their success. With this word, I thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Surendra Moore, for highlighting about the different innovation that took place in different part of the world, in different corporate houses as well. A very insightful presentation from Professor Dr. Surendra Moore. Now, moving forward, we'd like to welcome on the stage the special guest of honor of this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference, the Registrar of Pokhara University, Dr. Deepak Bhandari sir. So under his leadership, as I have already informed you earlier, during the tenure of previous leaders of Pokhara University, the new leaders, they have proven themselves to be the very proactive leader, and under whose guidance and leadership Pokhara University is able to achieve a tremendous growth in the pandemic situation as well. Now I would like to welcome on this stage the special guest of honor, the Registrar of Pokhara University, Dr. Deepak Bhandari sir, for the address.
Respected chairpersons and my Guru Radhesam Pradhan sir, he taught me most important lesson in my life: never compromise in research and academy. He is till today he is doing same things. I am also following him. And respected chief guest and our vice chancellor of the Pokhara University, guest of honors, as guest in the dais, teachers, faculty members, and staff members, and students, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the Uniglobe family for inviting me as a special guest at the 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference on Innovations and Sustainability in Business. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be here with you in Uniglobe. It is my hope that this International Management Conference on Innovations and Sustainability in Business will be able to achieve its goals in providing an effective for academicians, researchers, and practitioners to advancing knowledge, research, and technology for the humanity. The pandemic has sent shockwaves through the global economy. People are worried about their lives and livelihoods. Many businesses are either closed or waiting for the customer to return. Government are stressing their spending capacity, and the stability of financial system is threatening. Policymakers all over the world are looking for ways to contain the spread of the virus while limiting the economic fallout. For these reasons, coordinated international strategy to fight the virus and its economic impact are more effective than going it alone. Innovations and digitalizations is transforming our world. New technology offer fresh solutions to address complex global challenges with the potential to boost realities and unlock long-term sustainable prosperity for people and business. From cloud computing and big data to fintech and global change, technology can expand access to goods and services that support development while placing vulnerable people at the center of innovations. The changes that digitalization is already bringing are impossible to ignore. They will shape the future and have massive implications for achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals for 2030 to end poverty and protect the planet and increase the business. In the post-pandemic world, let's rethink how we can grow our economics, more sustainability, and build back better for our business and society. Together, we can harness technology for goods, so life on earth endures and no one is left behind. I wish you a very productive conference with exciting and encouraging discussions and exchange of knowledge, so that together we can anticipate a future of groundbreakings
knowledge, research and technology for humanities. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, respected Registrar Sir, Dr. Deepak Bhandari Sir, for your wonderful deliberation. Now moving forward, it's time to listen. The key attraction of today's 9th International Management Conference organized by Uniglobe College, the chief guest. He is the strong pillar and dynamic leader of Pokhara University. Major changes can be witnessed in his tenure at Pokhara University. Pokhara University has become more responsive, and growth and development in terms of strategic operation can be felt from every stakeholder from every corner of the country who is directly or indirectly associated with Pokhara University. So even we are in a position to feel so many dramatic changes after he come into the leadership as a Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University. So with deep respect, we like to welcome on the stage the very special personality, the chief guest of today's 9th International Management Conference, the Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal sir, with a big round of applause everybody.
Very warm good morning and namaste. Respected Chairperson of this 9th International Conference on Innovation and Sustainability in Business, Guest of Honor, Registrar of Pokhara University, and all dignitaries on the dash, and Uniglobe family, faculty members, and students and journalists. First of all, I would like to congratulate Uniglobe International College for organizing this type of international conference. It is being the 9th of its own. Now, this year, Pokhara University is organizing its 25 years Silver Jubilee, and this event has been recognized as one of the important events of Pokhara University also. I would like to congratulate you. Now, Pokhara University is going to celebrate different activities, and all 58 affiliated colleges, 4 joint colleges and 4 constituent colleges will participate in final celebration of this Silver Jubilee. During this event, I would like to congratulate you. First of all, innovation and sustainability. I would like to connect it with pandemic period. Before pandemic period and during and after pandemic period. Let's compare ourselves. You compare yourself. Our especially school teachers did not know how to operate their Zoom meetings and all these things, computers and things. But this pandemic has made our teachers to learn different ideas, and they are inventing themselves how to learn and how to teach. So what? Education is life. I used to say sometimes education is life. Life should be supported by innovation. Pokhara University has developed a system of research activities and requested all affiliated colleges to establish research management cell in their universities, in their colleges, so that our faculties and students will be able to be involved in research and innovation. Without research, we cannot promote or we cannot make our life sustainable. So personal transformation, for social transformation and global transformation, we need such type of regular innovation. And Pokhara University is doing is different activities to promote quality education, quality higher education. We have started entrepreneurship development education. It is only in Pokhara University, not other universities of Nepal. Entrepreneurship development at bachelor's levels. We are going to introduce new and modern subjects so that we can upgrade ourselves personally, socially, and globally. Here, this conference, as I see in the souvenir, that different personalities from different parts of the world are delivering their speech, their research outcomes, and our students and our faculties will be able to learn different things from their presentation. So I would like to honor those persons who are here with us, not physically, but online. Some persons from France, I'm seeing here from India and different parts of the world. This is what we are going to do. So our university is trying to promote quality education through reviving curriculum. Curriculum, as I know, is a plan and guided learning experiences. Guided learning, this learning experience should be guided by innovation, should be guided by research activities. And these activities, instructional activities, should be revised time and again based on the need of the society. We should develop courses. That courses will be helpful to our students, future citizens of the country. And so these activities, and I am, as the Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the organizing team and all the persons who are delivering their presentation regarding innovation and sustainability in business. And on behalf of myself and on behalf of Pokhara University, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity of being a chief guest of this August gathering and 9th International Conference. And I would like, I wish a grand success of this conference. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, respected Professor Dr. Premnanand sir, for your very wonderful remarks and deliberation in this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference. Your words are very powerful and insightful. We have to acknowledge a lot from the deliberations that you have made so far, and we'd like to thank you once again for a wonderful time and a very wonderful, insightful deliberation, sir. Big round of applause once again to the respected chief guest of today's 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, now, this is the time to listen from a very veteran, dynamic personality of Uniglobe College, who is not recognized only in Nepal, but in different part of the world. He is also known as the conference man, not only in India, but in different part of the world. Every time, every year, different countries invites him as a keynote speaker, as a special guest, as a panel members, and as a special resource person for the international and national conferences organized by so many different intellectual board of different part of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time to welcome on the stage the conference chair of this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference, our respected Guru. It's not an injustice to say that he is the father of the Uniglobe International Management Conference. Our very own respected Guru, the dynamic, versatile figure, our guardian, our role model, the man behind the scene, the man before the scene and the man during the scene, the conference chair of this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference, Professor Dr. Radhesam Pradhan, sir. I would like to request you to give a big round of applause.
Thank you, Ananta sir. Some say Congress Party Jindabad, some say Communist Party Jindabad, but I am here to say Uniglobe International Conference Jindabad. I am here to say Pokhara University Jindabad. I am here to say all the dignitaries on the dais Jindabad. And I am here to say all the media persons, executives of Uniglobe College and all the students are also Jindabad. The chief guest of today's inaugural program, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal, Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University. But I would like to say that he is not just there as a Vice Chancellor. He has served for about 4 decades in Tribhuvan University, and he is one of the learned persons of Nepal. नेपाल को एकजना विद्वत व्यक्तित्व भएकै कारणले we are able to see him as Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, and since he joined, he has done many remarkable things, and he became Vice Chancellor at such a very difficult period, pandemic period. We teachers, we students are struggling. MBA is taking 3 years of time. BBA is taking 5 years of time. So he played an important role and tried to minimize it as much as possible and tried to give the degree to BBA and MBA students on time. So we really feel fortunate, sir, to find you here in today's inaugural program. And we have a registrar of Pokhara University. Thank you, sir, for your kind words that you spoke for me. I am highly inspired, highly encouraged by your few words, and we also feel fortunate today to find you here in this inaugural program. And we also find Professor Dr. Bhupendra from our academic partner, Fortune Institute of International Business, Dr. Surendra Moore from BPS Mahila University, Haryana. Then we have Krishna Goyal and his company from Jayanarayan Vyas University, Jodhpur. Then we are also happy to find distinguished personalities from Kolkata, so to Professor Sabkam. And then we are also happy to find Professor Kartikeyan, who came all the way from Erode, that is Tamil Nadu. And then the other dignitaries on the dais, the faculty members of Uniglobe College, the executives and other staffs, and the most important ones are the student participants from Uniglobe College. Now, I would like to say that Some may organize welcome program. Some may organize farewell program. We are all here to organize international conference. And this is the 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference. So we have done it again. And I would like to welcome you all in this 9th International Management Conference. When I say welcome, it's not the simple welcome. It's not an ordinary welcome. When you were all born, you had a grand welcome by your parents. But at that time, you were all so young that you did not understand the meaning of welcome. But now that you are all grown-up people, you know the meaning of welcome. So, welcome, welcome, and welcome. होइन यसमा अलिकति बुझ्नुपर्ने कुरो थियो भने ताली त अलिकति जोरदारसम्म जानुपर्ने थियो कि थिएन भाइ बहिनीहरूले ताली बजाएको अमेरिका फ्रान्स स्लोभेनियासम्म सुन्नुपर्ने थियो कि थिएन Yes, that's the spirit. So, well, when we say welcome, it's a welcome to new ideas, it's welcome to new theories, new concepts of managing the business. When I say welcome, it means welcome on transfer of technology from our minds to your minds. So it's a welcome to new ideas, welcome to new technologies, and welcome to new methods, tools and techniques of doing business. So once again, welcome, welcome, and welcome. And you all have worked very hard in order to participate in this international conference. When we first organized this international conference in 2012, there were only 31 papers in 2012. But in this 9th international conference, we have 152 papers. So many papers. How many papers are going to be presented? I said 152. How many papers are going to be presented? Once more. All right, very good. Now you won't be able to forget. And then when we did first international conference, only 39 researchers presented the paper. But in this 9th international conference, day one, today, 144 students are going to give the presentation. And tomorrow, day 2, 126 papers are going to be presented. So in all, 152 papers are going to be presented by 270 researchers. How many researchers? Once more. Yes, now I think you won't be able to forget. So 270 researchers are going to give presentation on 152 papers. And many of you have been working for so long to realize this paper. And it has to be in acceptable format, in acceptable standard. On many occasions, we kept on rejecting your work, and finally, you are able to do it, and today you are all going to give the presentation. So what a great moment is this. And what a great platform Uniglobe College is able to make it for you only, basically. And these dignitaries from different countries are here. It's for you only. Now, if I say that, वास्तवमा युनिग्लोबमा पढ्नलाई भाग्य नै चाहिन्छ। So you all have chosen a very right college. You all have made a very good decision to join Uniglobe College. So once again, congratulations to all of you on joining this Uniglobe College. And you all have worked so hard in realizing these papers. I would like to tell you that your hard work will not go waste. Sometimes and someday it will definitely pay you in your life. Yes sir मात्र भन्ने कि यसमा अलिकति बुझ्नुपर्ने कुरो थियो भने ताली अलि ताली त अमेरिका फ्रान्ससम्म सुन्ने गरिकन बजाउनु पर्यो नि। Because you all have worked so hard in realizing these papers, I would like to say that तपाईहरुको जीवनमा सधैं सरस्वतीको साथ रहिरहोस्, सधैं लक्ष्मीको हात पनि भइराखोस्, सधैं गणेशजीको निवास पनि भइराखोस्, तपाईहरुको जीवनमा उन्नति नै उन्नति होस्, प्रगति नै प्रगति होस्, कसैले पनि दुःख पाएको सुन्न नपरुन्, हेर्न नपरुन्। And what a great moment and great day for all of us today. So many dignitaries, including Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, they spared their valuable time for us. Despite of their several tasks, engagements, activities, they could spare valuable time for us. So what a great day. For many of you, this is your first presentation in international conference. You have written, for many of you, the paper written by you is the first paper. And today you are all going to present. So for many of you, this is going to be first presentation in international conference. So what a great moment, what a great day. Then once you give the presentation, you are going to give the certificate of presentation in international conference. So for many of you, this is the first certificate you are going to get. So what a great day is this. Then we have panel discussion program, and definitely some of you or many of you are going to ask at least one question. So that is going to be for many of you the first question you are going to ask in international conference. So what a great day again. And what a happiest moment today. And how you are all looking so smart, so happy today. And this kind of happiness cannot be purchased by money. You agree or you don't agree? Sorry? All right, thank you each and everyone. Therefore, this international conference has been organized mainly for you, mainly for your development, mainly for your exposure, mainly for increasing the confidence level from your part. Now I am a teacher, I am a faculty, you all understand? As a faculty, wherever I go, I need to conduct the test. Now I am going to conduct the test. Are you all ready? All right, very good. Now my first test, my first question is like this. Which college is this? Which organizes international conference every year? Louder. Once more. All right, you all have passed my first test. Congratulations to all of you. Now I am coming up with another test. Another question. Now my another test is like this. What is the name of that college in Nepal which publishes 4 journals that also on quarterly basis every year? Sorry? अलिकति अमेरिका र फ्रान्ससम्म पुग्ने गरी. All right, you all have passed my second test also. So congratulations. Now the third and final question is there any college in Nepal which takes hundreds of its students in foreign international conferences? Which college is this? Once more. All right, very good. So you all have passed my third test also. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Now God says do not make many friends. If you make many friends, you will forget. So how we all have made friends with so many dignitaries. And I think about 50% of these dignitaries are attending our international conference for second time, third time, fourth time also. So Lord says, do not make many friends because you might forget. But I would like to tell my Lord, if you just come down to Uniglobe College, you will forget to go back. So that's what we understand by Uniglobe College, and that's what we mean by international conference, and that is the international conference we organize in Uniglobe College every year. And theme of the conference is innovation and sustainability. Both are so important, mainly in today's business, mainly after almost all the countries following liberalization, privatization, and globalization policies. So how during the pandemic, the business has changed, the method of business has changed, how sustainability has been affected. Many companies were closed, some new companies came up. And how companies could not become sustainable. Therefore, it is because of this that we have chosen this theme. And our distinguished guests, some of them have already spoke on this in a greater length. Now, why we are organizing this international conference? Because these days, if you happen to go to USA, it's like a slogan, publish or perish. If you get published, if you publish your research papers, that means if you keep on doing research and if you keep on publishing the research papers, then you can achieve tremendous success in your life. I have been saying, and I would like to repeat once again, you agree or you don't agree, research is a shortcut to success. So all these distinguished guests, they have done many researches, including our Vice Chancellor, sir, during his time. So many researches he had done, our Registrar, sir, and all the dignitaries have done so many researches. And I think it is because of this that they are able to obtain this height in their life. Therefore, research is very important. Therefore, we gave you a lot of trouble, lot of difficulties. Some of you were saying, oh sir, what a difficult task is this, we cannot do this kind of research. कोहीले त आँसु नै छारे सक्दैन सर म भनेर. But finally, you all did, and you are going to give the presentation today. So research is very important, and that's why we are doing this international conference. So publish or perish. If you are not going to do research, if you are not going to publish, then you will have to be perished. So you cannot achieve growth in your life, in your career. Therefore, we are organizing this international conference. And we will be giving you hundreds of ideas in this international conference. If you take only 10%, any 10% of your choice, then it is yours, like your life partner, like your sweetheart. So you can find many useful deliberations. And in Nepal, this kind of international conferences are not being conducted quite frequently. So now you are able to attend this international conference. I urge each and every one of you to try to learn as much as possible. And after this conference also, I urge each and every one of you to keep on doing research, and that research will take you to a height of your career. Now, a variety of popular applied perspectives influence management practice today. Some of the important issues and challenges in management we all have been listening, we all have been hearing are new workforce, organizational change, digital marketing, corporate culture, institutionalization, ethics and social responsibility, sustainability, importance of quality, the continued shift toward service economy, and now we are all saying we are moving towards digital economy. So many issues are there, so many problems are there. Therefore, to get more exposure on all these important issues in management, we are organizing this international conference. So many papers are going to be presented by so many researchers. What is this? This means we are not the student of history, but we are making a history. You go to any international conference, try to find out whether so many research papers are being presented by so many researchers. Therefore, I would like to say that many people born, many people die, but how many of them could make an impact? I think in Nepal, Uniglobe College is the only college which could make an impact, at least in the area of international conferences. So you already have passed my test. how many colleges are there who has organized 9 international conferences. And every year we intend to do it. So it will, men may come and men may go, but we go on forever, organizing international conference every year. So these are some of the reasons why we are organizing international conference. I really like to thank these dignitaries, including Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, for sparing their valuable time for us. So thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'ams, who are present in this dais. We salute you all for coming all the way to Uniglobe College in order to make Uniglobe 9th Uniglobe Management Conference a grand success. Now, at the time of orientation, I told you that please try to do something. Please try to do something in your life so that people will search your name not in Facebook but Google. Now, this conference is also directed towards that end. So once you have presented the paper is going to be published in one of the journals. Now that journal article, you can upload in Google. Then people will start searching your name, not in the Facebook, but in the Google. Then you are going to get the certificate of presentation today, which you may upload in Google. Then people will start searching your name, not in the Facebook, but in the Google. So what a gray is today. And thank you for your hard work once again. Now at the end, I would like to say that one day I might die without saying goodbye to you all. I might die without saying goodbye to you, but I will never forget to say thank you, and thank you for participating in this international conference. Thank you, and thank you for doing the research. Thank you, and thank you for realizing the research paper, and thank you for your grand presentation. So my best wishes are always with you. So all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, respected Guru, Professor Radheshyam Pradhan sir, for your wonderful deliberation. Every time, whenever he speaks in front of us, we always get enlightened and motivated to act more and to do more in our life as well. He is the personality from whom we can learn a lot in our day-to-day life to uplift ourselves and to achieve more in our life as well. Thank you very much, respected Guru, Professor Radheshyam Pradhan sir, for your wonderful deliberations as well. Now, it's time for the vote of thanks. For that, I would like to welcome on the stage the former principal of Uniglobe College, currently the executive director of Uniglobe College, under whose leadership Uniglobe College has sparked the light of organizing the international conference for the first time in 2012. Then onward, Uniglobe College was in a position to organize international conference every year. In a short span of time under his leadership, Uniglobe College has achieved tremendous height in the field of management education. A very humble, dynamic and versatile personality of Uniglobe College, the executive director of Uniglobe College. May I request Dr. Gangadhar Das sir for the short vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm not going to take much time. I mean, it takes probably 3 to 4 minutes. Respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, invitees, participants, and dear students. I am feeling honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks in this inaugural session of this international conference on the topics innovation and sustainability in business. Certainly these 2 days will be very useful in terms of invention and dissemination of new ideas, concepts, and findings, which will be equally important to business, society, and academia. Organizing these types of conference, international conference, is a challenging task. It cannot be possible without a great preparation, wise working and support from every corner and blessing. Now it is time to convey our gratitude to all who have extended their support and participation to make this event successful. I, on behalf of Uniglobe College and its entire fraternity, convey deep rewards and hearty thanks to our today's chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pokhara University, Professor Dr. Prem Narayan Aryal sir, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing the inaugural session. And your gracious presence increased the glory of this program. We are truly enriched from your inspiring words and thoughts as well. Thank you so much, sir. I request to audience to give huge and humble claps to our chief guest. My sincere thanks to our special guest, Dr. Deepak Bahadur Bhandari, Registrar of Pokhara University. And thank you so much, sir, for sharing such wonderful thoughts in front of us. You are always ready to listen us and immediately solve our problems when we approach to you. Thank you so much, sir. I request to audience to give the big hands to our special guest. Let me express my deep gratitude to our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Surendra Moore, Dean, Faculty of Social Science, BPS Oman University, Sonepat, Haryana, and for taking time from his busy schedule to be with us here today. We are really enriched with your motivational speech and inspiring words, sir. Thank you so much. My heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, to Cornelia Kechu, and Professor, Language and Culture Department, Bergerie School of Business, Dijon, France, for sharing the knowledge and inspirational words towards with us from online. Thank you so much, madam, if you are hearing. And I'm happy to offer my sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Bhupendra Kumar Som, Professor, Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, India, for inspiring and motivational speech. Sir, your institution is our academic partner as well. You are also ready to help us in needy situation of academic collaboration. Thank you so much, sir. My sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Krishna, Professor Dr. Krishna A. Goyal, Professor, Faculty of Commerce and Management Study, Jayanarayan Vyas University, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Sir, your speech was truly inspiring. It kept us spellbound and inspired us. Thank you so much, sir, for such wonderful speech. I'm happy to offer my sincere thanks to Professor Dr. P. Karthikeyan, Professor of School of Management Studies, Congo Engineering College, Tamil Nadu, India, for your valuable speeches and motivational thoughts. Thank you so much, sir. A big thanks to our respected academic director and chairperson of the conference, Professor Dr. Radheshyam Pradhan, sir. You are the key person for organizing these types of conference since 2012. You are truly made this program enlightening to all of us. Your deep and intellectual way of imparting knowledge has added the glory of this event. Thank you so much, sir, for mentoring and shaping us so well. I request to audience to give big claps to our chairperson of the conference. A special thanks to our respected principal, very young and dynamic principal, Dr. Narbadur Bista, for being the catalyst that it stimulates us to do the best. Thank you so much, sir, for your whole coverage in welcome speech. And I request to audience to give the big hand to our respected principal. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by the team of very motivated, dedicated admin staff, faculty members, program directors, student committee, and volunteers. I cannot thank everyone enough for involvement they have shown and willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of the tasks beyond their comfort zone. And I expect big hand to them also. At last but not the least, certainly not the least, my humble thanks to all the speakers from student representatives, delegates, participants who have traveled far and near to join us. Thank you for committing your time, your energy, your idea towards these emerging issues of the conference. I thank to research scholar Sushant, Rekha madam, Sudha madam, and my special thanks to our senior professor, Dr. Ajay Vikram Istavi, sir. And I expect the big hands from audience to them. At the end, I thank to media person, sponsorship providers, catering service providers, and all the helping hands and well wishes of the conference. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the vote of thanks. As we have arrived to the end of this inaugural session, a very wonderful deliberation made by different personalities over here. With this, we come to the end of this session. Today's international conference is going to be witnessed by so many different national and international fraternities. Since we are also going live with 4 national televisions as well, we are also going live with Uniglobe College Facebook official page as well. So if you would like to share the Facebook page link, you can go to the Uniglobe College Facebook official page so that you can share the live coverage and so that majority of the people can be in a position to understand about our international conference, how it's going to be proceeded further. So all these things are going to be dealt in this 2 days international conference, the very interesting technical session, panel discussions, and so many different plenary sessions are there. This 2 days international conference is going to be witnessed by so many domestic and international scholars as well. So this is going to be a new paradigm shift in the field of management and education, where Uniglobe College has already initiated the journey. Now, once again, thank you one and all for witnessing this inaugural session. Now it's time to hand over the token of appreciation to the special guest and the chief guest of today's international conference. Starting with the chief guest of today's international conference, I would like to request the volunteer team to provide the token of appreciation to respected principal, sir, Dr. Narbadur Bista, sir. And I would like to request the principal and managing director of Uniglobe College, Dr. Narbadur Bista, sir, to hand over the token of appreciation to the chief guest of this 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference. Token of love from the side of Uniglobe College to the chief guest of today's 9th Uniglobe International Management Conference. A big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now we'd like to request the special guest of today's inaugural session, the Registrar of Pokhara University, Dr. Deepak Bhandari, sir, to receive the token of appreciation from the side of Uniglobe College. A big round of applause to respected Registrar of Pokhara University, Dr. Deepak Bhandari, sir. With this, now we came to the end of this inaugural session. Now, now we are going to start the technical session from 10:30 onwards as per the schedule. We have already given the schedule in the conference seminar book as well. You can see the list of technical session and the respective rooms where there is the technical sessions where paper presenters from Uniglobe College and different part of the world are going to present the research papers. So I would like to request you to go to the respective rooms to witness the technical sessions as well. With this, the formal inaugural session has come to the end. I would like to request all of you to give a big round of applause. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais as well. Thank you so much.
Gur 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 gur. Hush. Lakay.